The upcoming Champions League clash between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich is already shaping up to be one of the most fascinating tactical battles of the season. But what makes this tie even more intriguing is not just the quality of players on both sides, but the unexpected narrative emerging from inside Bayern's camp, a growing sense of concern, even panic, about specific Real Madrid players. At the center of this conversation is a surprising name: Lunin. At first glance, this sounds almost unbelievable. How does the absence of a world-class goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois end up creating more problems for Bayern Munich instead of giving them an advantage? Normally, losing a player of Courtois' caliber would weaken any team significantly. His presence alone has been a defining factor in many of Real Madrid's biggest European nights. However, football at the highest level is not always about individual quality alone. It is about systems, matchups, and how specific player profiles interact with the opponent's weaknesses. And in this case, the introduction of Lunin changes something fundamental in how Real Madrid can approach this game. Lunin offers a different kind of threat. While Courtois is widely regarded as one of the best shot stoppers in the world, Lunin brings a level of distribution that can directly influence attacking transitions. His ability to play fast, accurate long balls immediately transforms defense into attack. Against a team like Bayern Munich, this becomes extremely dangerous. Under Vincent Kompany, Bayern have shown a tendency to maintain a high defensive line. This approach is designed to compress the field, dominate possession, and keep the opponent pinned back. But it also comes with a well-known risk: space behind the defense. And this is exactly where Real Madrid can hurt them. With players like Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid possess some of the fastest and most direct attackers in world football. These are players who do not need multiple touches or complex build-up play to create danger. All they need is space. Now imagine this scenario. Bayern push their defensive line high, trying to control possession and press aggressively. Lunin receives the ball, looks up, and within seconds delivers a precise long pass over the top. Mbappe makes a run, Vinicius follows, and suddenly Bayern's entire defensive structure is exposed. This is not just a possibility, it is a tactical pattern that can be repeated multiple times during the game. Another key figure in this dynamic is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Known for his exceptional passing range and vision, Trent adds another layer to Real Madrid's ability to exploit space. If Lunin initiates the transition, Trent can sustain it, delivering crosses and through balls that stretch Bayern even further. From Bayern's perspective, this creates a serious dilemma. Do they stick to their high-line philosophy and risk being exposed repeatedly? Or do they drop deeper, sacrificing their usual dominance and control? Neither option is comfortable. Dropping deeper would mean allowing Real Madrid more time on the ball, giving players like Mbappe and Vinicius opportunities to operate in dangerous areas. On the other hand, maintaining the high line plays directly into Real Madrid's strengths. This is why reports of panic within Bayern's analytical and coaching departments are not entirely surprising. At this level, even small tactical disadvantages can decide entire ties. What makes this situation even more interesting is the psychological aspect. Real Madrid are a team built on confidence, especially in the Champions League. They thrive in big moments, often turning pressure into performance. Bayern, on the other hand, now enter this tie with an awareness of a specific weakness that their opponent is perfectly equipped to exploit. That awareness alone can affect decision-making on the pitch. Defenders may hesitate, the midfield may drop deeper than usual, the overall structure of the team may become less aggressive. And against a team like Real Madrid, hesitation is dangerous. From a broader perspective, this tie is shaping up to be a clash of styles. Bayern Munich represents structured dominance, a team that wants to control the game through possession, positioning, and high pressing. Real Madrid, in contrast, are more adaptable. They can control games when needed, but they are equally comfortable playing directly, using speed and efficiency to break opponents. The presence of Lunin enhances this adaptability. It gives Madrid an additional tactical weapon, allowing them to bypass midfield pressure and attack space instantly. However, it is also important to acknowledge the risks for Real Madrid. While Lunin's distribution is a strength, he does not yet have the same level of experience as Courtois in high-pressure Champions League knockout matches. Bayern Munich are more than capable of testing him, especially with their attacking quality. Players like Harry Kane bring a different kind of threat: clinical finishing, intelligent movement, and the ability to capitalize on even the smallest defensive errors. Real Madrid cannot afford to rely solely on attacking transitions. They must remain defensively solid throughout both legs.
Ultimately, this tie may come down to execution. The tactical ideas are clear on both sides. Bayern will aim to impose their structure, while Real Madrid will look to exploit moments of vulnerability. But in football, knowing what to do is only part of the equation. The real challenge lies in doing it under pressure. For Real Madrid fans, there is a sense of excitement around this matchup. The idea that players like Mbappe and Vinicius could repeatedly attack space behind Bayern's defense is something that naturally builds anticipation. It is the kind of scenario that can produce moments of brilliance, the kind that define Champions League nights. For Bayern fans, there is a mix of confidence and concern. Confidence in their team's ability to compete at the highest level, but concern about a tactical weakness that could be decisive. As the first leg approaches at the Santiago Bernabeu, all eyes will be on how these dynamics play out. Will Bayern adjust their approach, or will they stay true to their identity? Will Lunin's distribution truly become the unexpected weapon that changes the tie? One thing is certain, this is not just a game. It is a battle of ideas, a test of adaptability, and a showcase of some of the best talent in world football. And in matches like this, the smallest detail can make the biggest difference.